Hi, welcome back to Wolf Millionaire's YouTube channel. In this episode, I'm going to go over some of the top 5 Instagram scams that I've seen while being on Instagram in the last couple years. Now, not all of these scams are going to come off as apparent scams. A lot of these scams that are out there, people can mask in a number of different ways. So let's take a look at the first type of scam out there. And it's the most prevalent one because everybody wants to get an account with lots of followers. And a lot of people don't want to put in the time to follow my strategies to grow their own account organically. If you do want to take your Instagramming seriously and attract high quality followers that you can convert into sales or leads, make sure you go to wolfmillionaire.com, download my free 20-page Instagram guide, and that will get you up and running immediately with some new strategies, tips, and tricks that you can use to immediately start seeing some growth on your account. So let's look at the first type of scam, selling an Instagram account. This I see all the time. People DM me all the time. And I just want to remind everybody that buying and selling Instagram accounts is technically illegal when it comes to Instagram's terms and services. So when you download Instagram and you agree to their terms and services, you're also agreeing to one of their terms that states that you may not sell or purchase an Instagram account. Now, this happens all the time. People constantly create accounts, seed accounts, and then sell them to other people. There's a huge amount of money in this type of business, and with a huge amount of money comes a huge amount of scams. And so let's take a look at this first one. And this is one that came across my plate a couple months ago. One of my students was looking at purchasing this account. As you can see, it's Steph Curry posts. In his bio, it says selling account, and then it's got a kick, the kick messenger, which is economy. Now, this particular account doesn't seem to exist anymore, and I'm assuming it's because the scam artist behind this scam has kept changing the flavor of the page because it does have quite a high number of followers. So it makes it an attractive account for people to buy, especially Steph Curry, because Steph Curry is on fire as of lately, and the Golden State Warriors are kicking ass. So the one thing about this type of scam is that the person wanting to sell the account is basically just waiting around for people to express interest in purchasing the account. And because he has his kick in the bio, most people will message him on Kick or DM him. And then from there, his song and dance is that he will try to have you pay him for this account that you think you're going to get out of the deal for an incredible price. And I think at the time when my student was exploring this account to purchase, the owner of the account was trying to sell it for $500, I think it was, which is just a ridiculous deal. When you have 350,000 some followers on your account in a niche like basketball, like Steph Curry, I think these photos were doing anywhere from 2,000 to 3,000 likes per photo, which is, on average for a 1% or above engagement ratio, which is a great account. That's too cheap. And to me, that smells like a scam a mile away. If something, sounds too good to be true, it is too good to be true. And so this user trying to sell this account was trying to get my student to send him money via PayPal as friends and family. And if you've watched my advanced guide, I go over buying and selling accounts in my Black Ops chapter where I talk all about this. And one of the things that I'd like to highlight is that if you're going to buy anything digitally, whether it's a website, advertising on any social channel, specifically Instagram, and you want to send someone money, don't send it as friend and family. Okay, you want to select the option that is pay for goods and services, I think it's called. With that, if you send someone with the PayPal option of friends and family, you have zero recourse if they rip you off and don't deliver what they're supposed to give you in exchange for the money you're sending them. Now, if you use the pay for goods and service option in PayPal, as of last year, PayPal now guarantees you with their Buyer-Seller Protection Act for digital goods. So this applies to buying or selling Instagram accounts, as well as buying or selling shout outs or advertising on any social media. So kudos to PayPal for putting that into effect and allowing us to have some protection as a buyer. So had the user sent this the owner of this account the $500 via friends and family, he would have never got access to this account. He would have been ripped off, and he would not have been able to make a complaint with PayPal that he got ripped off because he sent money using the friends and family. Now, had he used the other option that I talked about, the goods and service when sending money, that gives you the option to put in a description what you're sending money for. And in that case, you would want to put in, I am sending money for access to this account. And you would want to spell out, the account and how many followers, and put as much details as you can into that, so that if the other party didn't deliver once you've sent that money, you can then initiate a dispute with PayPal, and you will get your money back. And the other user who the money should have gone to, who didn't surrender you your account that you paid for, would have to prove that he surrendered the account. And a lot of the times they won't deal with it. Because they can't. They have no proof. You sent them money. They didn't send you the account login and password. And then you issued a PayPal dispute that they cannot defend. So you get your money back. So that's the safest way to do anything on Instagram, whether it's buying a shout out, an ad, anything. Use the PayPal goods and services option and put in the description what you're actually paying for, because that's going to allow you to have protection just in case you're getting ripped off. And this happens all the time, so just beware that if someone's trying to sell you an account and you don't know them and it sounds like too good of a deal, DM me. Send me a DM, and if I can, I will give you some advice or let you know that it's a scam. But if it sounds too good to be true, if someone's offering you an account that has 100,000 or 200,000 followers with a decent amount of likes and comments per photo that he's posted, then it's a good chance it's a scam and you should avoid it. So let's take a look at the next flavor of scam. And here, as you can see as I scroll down, this is what I'm talking about: pay for goods or services, and you're covered by purchase protection. And you can read all about that, what you're covered, but in a nutshell, what I explained is exactly what their purchase protection involves for digital assets. This here, send money to friends or family, only use that if you're sending money to friends or family where you trust the other side. The next big scam is the Instagram email phishing scam. And to be very honest with everybody, I actually fell victim to this last year, and so did almost a dozen other major Instagram pages of whom I'm friends with. And it's very clever. I fell victim to it because I was working 18 hours a day, and when an email came into my inbox that looked like it was coming from Instagram and said, hey, you need to click here and do this, otherwise we're going to suspend your account. I was doing a million things at once, and I didn't follow my own direction, which I'm going to give you, to take a look at the email to make sure that it's coming from Instagram and not some hacker. And so I clicked on it and ended up getting my account, my largest account, hacked for 3 or 4 hours. Thankfully, I had employed a bunch of other security measures, which, again, you can read about in my free 20-page Instagram guide, as well as my advanced Instagram course that covers all the different layers of protection. There's now 5 layers of security protection that you can take advantage of with your Instagram account to make sure you're not ever going to get hacked. So let's take a look at this Instagram email phishing scam and what it's all about. So you'll get an email that looks something like this, okay? And this literally just came through maybe a month ago. Yes, I see it's April 3. As you can see here, it came from Instagram. It was sent to Anthony, and it said, hello, Exotic Performance. We received a notice from a third party that some content on your Instagram page infringes their copyright. And it's got some bullshit bogus report number, rights owner, Next Thursday LLC. Again, this just screams bullshit. And if you click view details, it brings you to a landing page that looks like you're logging into an Instagram account, but you're not. So that's how they scam you to get your login and password. Now, had I, this is something that I didn't fall victim to, but a lot of my friends who have email addresses listed in their profiles, in their bio of their Instagram accounts, also got these over the last couple weeks. So, just be careful. And again, if you're following my strategies on security, you should have nothing to worry about because you're not listing your super safe secret email that you have for your Instagram account on your bio. So if we click on this view details, which is to see the details of the header for the email, we'll see that it's coming from over here. It says from instagram.stat@gmail.com. So right away, we know that this is fake. Instagram does not send people Instagram emails from a Gmail address. Now, just to go back, the email scam that was going around, rampantly last year in the summer and fall of 2015, it came from an email address that looked like it was at Instagram.com. It had an extra M, or it had Instagram.me.com or something that looked like it was coming from Instagram. It was much better than this one. And so you still have to kind of look at it and know, but for you to know, any email that you're going to get from Instagram themselves will come from at Instagram.com. So this last part of the email will be at Instagram.com. And it's usually no reply or no dash reply, or if it's a copyright detail, there'll be some chain of characters here that's a unique email address assigned to whatever complaint that you're getting about your account, but it will say at Instagram.com. So be very, very, very careful about emails that come into your inbox like this, especially if it's coming into an inbox that you have listed on your bio, because that's how a lot of hackers target us Instagram accounts, especially the ones that have millions of followers, is they look for the email address in your bio. So just remember, don't use the email that you've used to set up your Instagram account in your bio. That way you can ensure that only Instagram knows that email address, and if they have any issues, they're going to send that email address of yours that's associated with the account any kind of messages. So it's one way to keep your Instagram account safe. The next type of scam is advertising deals, and again, this touches upon the first flavor of scam that I just ran you through, which was the buying an account on Instagram, where someone's asking you to send them money through friends and family. So you can't send people money through friends and family, and I know everyone wants to save money, and if you do send it through friends and family, I think you save the 2.9% PayPal fee. But just remember that 2.9%, that is your security blanket. So if you pay the goods and services option, yes, you'll be deducted the PayPal fee, or the other person will be, but you'll be protected if they don't follow through for what you're buying. So, I always suggest, if you're going to advertise with someone who isn't reputable or is well known for their advertising on Instagram, whether it's new pages, small pages, test them out. See how well they deliver on one shout out or one ad or one like before you move into buying multiple advertisements on Instagram from them. When I was growing my first couple pages, I fell victim to this. I wanted to get the best bang for my buck, and I jumped right in and sent people money for a month's worth of shout outs, 15 to 20 some shout outs. And I had to constantly wipe their ass and follow up with them every other day to deliver my shout out. And it was the same song and dance. Most of these pages are run by amateurs, by kids that have zero business acumen, zero customer service skills. They like to take your money and post when they want to post for you. So just make sure you're working with someone professional, and test the waters out. Pay for one ad and see how well that goes. And if they've done a good job on that, then move up to 5, 10, 15, 30 ads a month with them to get a better deal. The next flavor of scam is the Instagram money flipping scams. And if you haven't never seen these, then you haven't spent enough time on Instagram surfing the explore page or hashtags. But These are a dime a dozen. There are thousands of these bullshit accounts out there. And, they've existed since the early days of Facebook and Twitter, and they just prey on people looking for quick, easy money. And I'm sorry, but there's no such thing as quick, easy money in this world. Everything needs a little bit of work. Even my Wolf Millionaire course. It's not rocket science. It just requires you to do a little bit of work, following your passions, following all the strategies that I've laid out step by step to grow your account organically. Now, let's look at these Instagram money flipping scams. And all these examples that I have here don't exist anymore. Why? Because they're scams. They get reported, they get taken down, and they then pop up under some new name. These scams work by people claiming that they can flip your money. They can help you grow, $500 into $1,500 or $5,000. And the bottom line is what they get you to do is put money onto some type of gift card, and they claim that they have someone who works at that company. And once you put, $500 on a gift card, you're supposed to give them the number for the account, whether it's a Visa gift card or any kind of the gift cards you can buy at Walgreens or CVS, and they'll ask for the account numbers on there so that they can give it to their friend who works at the company, and they'll add an extra zero onto your account. So instead of having 500 on your card, you'll have 5,000 on your card. Well, the second you hand over the gift card, number and PIN, they're going to take that money out and you're screwed. You're not getting anything. You're just going to lose money. So please be wary of these money flipping scams that are rampant on Instagram. You're not going to make money with these people, okay? They are purely out there to take your money and run. And you have zero recourse. There's nothing you can do. You go buy a gift card and load it up with money, $100, $200, $500, $1,000, and surrender that account number and password to these people. Your money's gone and you can't do anything about it. So please be careful. If you do come across these accounts, click on the little top dots on the account, which is not where we see here, but and report the account as a scam. And the more people that do that will help these accounts get cleaned up and taken off of Instagram so that other people don't get scammed. Now, let's talk about the last one. And this is the one that a lot of people follow for, especially younger people, because it involves either free followers, free iPhones, free hoverboards. It's usually free. And it's a good one because everyone, again, wants more followers or free electronics. And what better of a price than free? So don't get suckered into this one. You could lose your Instagram account and potentially fall victim to identity theft. So the first one I want to talk to you about is a lot of these free hoverboard sites that exist usually post other people's photos. They usually have 2 or 3 or 10 posts, as you can see here, or 20 posts. And their flavors are, to get a hoverboard, you must give us a shout out, mention our name on 3 other pages, and follow us. A DM will be sent to you for further information. Complete bullshit. They're looking for free advertising. So they want you to perpetuate their scam by, mentioning or advertising hoverboards for free in comments on your account, other people's accounts. And if you do this enough, Instagram might ban you or give you a 24-hour or 48-hour timeout from commenting or posting on your account. And I've seen that. So be careful of these types of scams. You're not getting a free hoverboard. No one's giving out these things that, they cost anywhere from $500 to $1,000, $2,000 for the really good ones. These shit kicker companies aren't giving them out for free, okay? Nobody gives free stuff on Instagram. They don't give out free phones. They don't give out free hoverboards. Yes, reputable accounts on Instagram might have contests, but no one's going to give out free hoverboards. And as we can see, this bottom one down here, free boards for you. Free hoverboard. The first 20,000 followers get a brand new hoverboard. Just shout us out and tag us. We will DM you around what looks like December 25th for your confirmation. So they're preying on the fact that it's Christmas time. It was Christmas 2015. People want a hoverboard. And they're telling you that the first 20,000 followers to this account are going to get a free hoverboard. Complete bullshit, okay? As you can see, they only have 12,000 followers. And if you were to go check out this post, you'll see that they haven't posted in, I don't know how long, probably since around this time. and it's either because their account got disabled or hacked or shut down by Instagram. So, be wary about these scams that are offering you free iPhones for, mentioning their product or reposting their photos. You're not going to get a free iPhone. The other thing that I do want to bring up is a lot of these accounts, I couldn't find one because, again, they get taken down very quickly, but I want you to be very, very careful. A lot of these accounts that are offering free stuff, whether it's free followers, free likes, free anything, they will have a link in their bio, and their instructions for you to get whatever they're offering for free will require you to click on the link in their bio and either download an app or log into a website. The biggest and baddest ones I've seen require you to download an app onto your phone, whether it's iOS or Android. And when you do that, this app actually will steal your information. It'll steal your passwords. It'll steal information from your email without you knowing it. And it will send it back to these people who own these fake scam Instagram accounts. And they will do everything from identity theft on you to log in and change your passwords on your email. So you got to be very, very careful, especially when it comes to these accounts that are claiming to get you free followers or free likes. What they're just trying to do is turn your phone into a gateway so they can take advantage of you, your money, your email, and even your Instagram account. A little while ago, I'm sure we've all noticed those spam comments that came from, click here, and then a bunch of numbers in the username. And it was automated, and you would see it, within the first minute to 2 minutes when you posted, especially if you had a big account. And that was a huge, massive bot network. And it was all these phones that people had downloaded this app, and this app silently took over their Instagram account and posted hundreds and thousands of comments randomly on different accounts, spamming their service to try to trick more people to download. So as you can see, if you do that, Instagram will most likely shut your account down because you're abusing their terms of services of posting and commenting and spamming, and you might not even know that you're doing it if you've downloaded one of these malicious apps that's taken over your Instagram account while you sleep. So, be careful. These are the top five scams that I've come across in the last couple years on Instagram. They're the ones that keep coming over and over and over. They're the easiest ones because they usually involve something that everybody wants, whether it's something free, more followers, more likes, more engagement, and everybody wants it today for nothing. So just remember, if you want to grow an Instagram account properly, go to my blog, go to blog.wolfmillionaire.com, go to my YouTube channel where I'm offering, free videos and guidance, which is Wolf Millionaire -official on YouTube. And make sure you go download my free 20-page Instagram guide. Sign up with your email address at wolfmillionaire.com. We've consumed all that free stuff. Then sign up for my advanced InstaWealth growth system. That's my 25-hour Instagram course taught by me, over 80 episodes where I teach you everything step by step, from creating your very first Instagram account to watermarking photos, to networking, to growing your community, to what hashtags to use, and to all my different strategies, from getting shout-outs to buying likes, and keeping current with everything that's Instagram. I do a monthly update over an hour every month to address student questions, highlight some student successes, what's working, what's not working, and I keep exploring and bomb testing Instagram to figure out what's working the best. And as of today, I've got over, I think, close to 17 million followers. My Wolf Millionaire account is almost at 200,000 followers, with very great engagement given the variety of photos that I post. So hopefully this has been educational. I hope you guys don't fall victim to any of these scams. And if you come across any scams that you think is a scam, take a couple screenshots and send me a DM, and I will do my best to bust these scam artists on my social media accounts so that other people don't fall victim. Have a great day.